Greetings everyone. In this video I'm going to be talking to you about my experience and opinion on passing out gospel tracts to officers. Now, I want to make a video like this because you're going to encounter officers, whether you're just preaching and someone calls them on you, or you encounter officers and you'll see them a lot at events or sometimes here and there at certain places, or they're going to be called because you're preaching the Word of God. Hopefully you're just preaching the Word of God and you're not doing anything more than that. But I have 3 gospel tracts that I actually offer to give to officers. The first one is "A Good Soldier But Lost." This is good to give to an officer because if he is not a born-again, Bible-believing Christian, then he's a good soldier, but he's lost. And this is a very good gospel tract to give. The second one is "Thank You for Your Service." Now, you can give this to anyone for their service, but the best one is I like to give it to officers. And it just shows them that I say their service is excellent, and it tells them why they're not the best in the world, and tells them about Jesus Christ. So this is also good. And one of my favorite ones is the "Police Lives Matter." This is really good because even though these are good, I like them, this is smaller. It's very small compared to these long ones. And a lot of times, officers want something that, people want something that's small that they can put in their wallet, they can put in their pocket. They can put these in their pockets, but because of the hardness and the material, these will get more worn out than this. And they might sometimes have to fold this in. But that's just my understanding and opinion. So these 3 gospel tracts are really good. Hopefully you can see them up close. Now, when you give gospel tracts to people, especially officers, make sure they're in good condition. I keep these in my wallet, if not in my Bible. So when I take them out of my wallet, they're kind of bent up, but they're still, good to pass out. This has some damages at the edges. You don't want to give damaged gospel tracts to officers, let alone anyone else, because no one likes, damaged or bent or ruined tracts. They're going to look at it like, well, where did they get this from, and why are they giving me something that looks damaged and unkept? People like something that looks new or fancy or cute. So I like these, but I don't know if I'm going to order more of these because they're nice and it's interesting for police to see, especially when it has the badge. When I give these specifically to an officer, I say this first. I go, "Officer, I have a question for you. Are you PLM?" And when they go PLM, usually they'll go like, "What's that?" Like they don't know what PLM is. You might find some officers that might know it, but the officers I encountered, they didn't know what PLM stood for. So I go, "Well, then I must give you this card so you know what it means." And then he'll look at it and I go, "PLM stands for Police Lives Matter." And on the back it has a message thanking you for your service, for protecting people like me and for protecting others from danger and for our rights. Something like that. So at least, you gave a gospel tract to an officer and you thanked him for his service and, give him a compliment. Not to, smooth him up, but to just, be honest. That's how I did it. I just gave him a gospel tract and I just thanked him. Well, thank you for, protecting the rights and, doing your service for people like me. I just want you to know I appreciate it, and it's all on that card. So it's pocket size. I even saw one officer just get it and just put it underneath his pen, and it was just right there. And I was like, praise Jesus Christ. They're longer, so they might take it, but depending on which design, because they all have nice designs. But yes, be creative. Even if you say, have you ever served in the military, or have you ever served besides being an officer on duty? And, say something and say, well, here it is, you're a soldier, but you're lost if you don't have Jesus Christ. And then you can preach to them like that. Or just say, well, here, thank you for your service, and then just come up with something so it catches their attention, they might get intrigued, and they might actually want to read the gospel tracts. You want to give that encouragement, and you want to be able to pass these out. Now, if they don't accept it, you'll get nice officers that will be nice, and no matter what, I think it's going to be nice. I don't think they're going to, go too far. I don't know, but usually when officers don't want it, that I've experienced, they'll just say, "Oh, I actually got one of these already." If they actually say they have one of these, then offer up the next one. And unless God leads you to keep offering, I only do it a second time because if the officer doesn't want it and he doesn't want the next one, most likely he's not interested. He's just trying to be nice and polite to you and accept that. That's a great blessing. So always keep different tracts to give to an officer that will relate to his profession, that will help him to understand the gospel tracts a bit more. And that's my understanding, experience, and opinion of passing gospel tracts to officers. Thank you.